back, and it'll be a brand new game.
What is it called? Daikatana?
Daikatana. It's from the. So it's basically a game from John Romero, who was Doom notoriety. So him and Carmack formed id Software, and then when he left, he developed this. He went to this company. He made this company called Ion Storm. And so this Daikatana, like the biggest reason why this Daikatana thing is huge is because he went out and publicly said, and he put like ads in the paper that said John Romero's gonna make you his bitch.
Ooh.
And like people were like, oh, this better be the best fucking game of all time. And you play it, and it's a like people are expecting Quake and Doom, and it's a fucking dirt poor game. So everybody's like, fuck you, Romero.
That's how you make someone your bitch. You trick them into giving them your money, and then you give them nothing in return.
He definitely did. And so that's the thing.
He's a man to his word.
Well, it's because of like all the controversy behind it, price on it's ridiculous. If you had an unopened copy, it's going for like $700 or $800.
It's called Daikatana.
Daikatana.
What system is it for?
N64 PC.
Okay. Wait, how'd this come up? Do you have it? Did you want to play it?
No, I was just shooting the shit with you.
Oh. I just Googled it, so I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's not a bad game, don't get me wrong, but then you have like did you ever play GoldenEye for the 64?
No.
Dude.
I've heard a lot about it. Well, I mean, I probably played it like a friend's house, but I didn't put too many hours into it.
Dude, GoldenEye, that's like one of the best first-person shooter games ever.
That's what they say. I wonder if it's really aged that well, though. I mean, I'm sure any FPS game that's been around that long didn't age that well, but
no, it's not.
Have you played
like,
it recently?
Probably like 4 years ago. I picked up a new N64 controller. They're called the Brawlers, so it actually looks like a like PlayStation 2 controller, kind of same feel and all that shit.
But it's for the N64.
But it's for the N64. A company is making these new controllers and sending them out, which is cool. So like you can buy a lot of retro shit, a lot of retro controllers and stuff that are remaking the market.
You know who didn't age so well was Sean Connery. Mostly because he's dead now. That's the ultimate.
Now he's dead. Yeah. Now I don't think.
He also said some highly problematic things in his time. I think he was in this one interview and he was just like, sometimes you just have to smack a bitch. Sometimes you just gotta, like women, sometimes you just gotta hit them. And the woman was like, well, I don't know if I agree with that. And you could tell in his eyes, he's like, oh, you're gonna be the next one. Keep talking like that. You're gonna be the next one. Oh. I wonder if I can find that interview.
Oh, Sean Connery.
Oh, Sean Connery slapping. That's so funny. When you type in Sean Connery into YouTube, the first thing that comes up is slapping women.
Oh, nice.
Hold on.
I feel like I heard something about that.
Here, I'm going to share I'm recording right now, by the way.
Oh, good. That's good. I kind of figured that we're going into some moves. We didn't even announce the podcast. We just go right in.
There's no introduction. There's no point. There's no rhyme or reason. All right, so I'm sure. Oh man, my screen's spazzing out right now. Okay, so I'm sharing screen right now. Can you see it? This will be impromptu audio video test.
There you go. I see it now. It wants me to watch the stream, so I have to hop into it in order to watch it.
Wow. Okay.
In which you said, it's not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah, remember that?
Let me start it over.
You did an interview in which you said, it's not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand.
I mean, all right, so first off, Sean Connery originated the Pimp Slap. This is confirmed. This interview was like how long ago? And he said, it's not the worst thing to slap a woman, but you have to do it with an open hand, not a closed fist.
Yeah, you can't punch him. You gotta.
So just so everyone knows, the origin story of the Pimp Hand is from Sean Connery.
Yeah, remember that?
It's like, yeah.
And I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't? You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good.
You don't think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely
totally
on the
apathetic when it comes
circumstances and if it merits it.
women.
Yeah.
What would merit it?
Well, if you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this.
You know, if you flirt with one of my friends, you know, you can't decide if you want to go to dinner that night. You're asking me to do the laundry for once. I mean, these are and this is just a laundry list of reasons. I mean, just like absurd things that could happen that would warrant striking a woman with an open hand.
They can't leave it alone.
Sean Connery.
They don't want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again, and get into a really provocative situation.
Yeah.
Then,
you know what ends a provocative situation?
Just a bare hand slap.
Fucking cold stone stunner. Oh, they edited in a slap at the end. That's funny.
That is great. Did you hear it?
I think it's absolutely right.
What would...
All right. Disclaimer, we here at New Game Plus Productions, we fully condemn the harm of any woman. We never strike a woman under any condition.
That's crazy, man.
Is that the progressive take on that now, or is it more equitable to be like, yeah, I'll slap a woman? I mean, if she's looking at me the wrong way, she disrespects me. I wouldn't hit a woman unless she like steps on my shoes or something, you know. Just the same kind of thing I'd slap a man for. I'll slap a woman.
Yeah. Well, what is it? Equal opportunity.
Yeah.
An equal opportunity. But would you really walk up to a dude and fucking open hand slap him though? That would also.
That's a good point, because I can't imagine a situation where, like, if I was going to aggress on a guy, I don't think my opening volley would be a slap. That seems like I'm already losing the fight at that point if you start out with a slap.
I don't know. I disagree with you. I think if you start off with a slap, right, that's telling the guy that gets slapped, oh man, this is a mean motherfucker. He's not even going for a punch. He's just going full slap. Or the guy's gonna be like, this guy's fucking nuts. I don't want to fight him. He's gonna bite my dick off in the middle of this fight. So he's gonna pull out a small butter knife and try buttering me up. You know?
Yeah, it is. I guess it is. I mean, you are playing some mental war games there, but I feel like, I mean, how far do you want to take that? It's like, I mean, if you're a real man, if a guy starts a fight with you, you just take your pants off and start trying to kiss him.
I was just gonna say that. Did you ever see that YouTube video where the guy he'll get into somebody's face and like they'll start to get into a fight, and then all of a sudden he'll drop his pants and like he'll start to go to hug him and shit.
Oh
and, like,
yeah, hold on. I think I just.
That's the thing. Like, could you imagine? That's just crazy to do it that way. You know.
We're about to watch.
All right, let me get to it.
Woo!
Oh yeah, boy.
So I mean, this is the state of like prank shows on YouTube at this point. It's just dudes getting naked.
Think I'm gonna give you a 720 roundhouse kick to your jaw, break every bone in your body. I'm gonna give you a flying knee and break third, fourth vertebrae. What you guys think about that?
This guy's half their height
break
right
every
now.
bone in your body.
I'm gonna break every bone. I'm gonna break every bone.
All right, you want to go first? There you go, boy. You want to go first?
Could you imagine?
Swimsuit. The fucking guys are like, go fuck this.
Dude, what would you do? Yeah, he's like,
you want to go? What's up?
You want to party?
Dude, these guys are like 5'4" and they're just like punking out black dudes in the hood.
Dude, I'd run the same way though. Some guy looked like that at me.
I got a question for you. I just wanted to let you know that.
All right, we're just watching other YouTube channels in our show right now. We can't do that. I mean, listen,
No, you can't do that.
That's that's de-escalation.
That is 100%.
If a guy aggresses on you, I mean, this is the non-aggression principle. I know we stray away from politics, but I'm going to admit we are a libertarian podcast, and so we believe deeply in the principle of non-aggression. It's our only principle. So if anyone aggresses on you or disrespects you in any way, you should immediately
drop your pants,
remove your clothing, and try to kiss them.
Dude, I'm telling you, you'll have the same reaction that all those other guys do. They're like, "Get me the hell out of here! What is this shit?" It's just like it's all mental, like you said. It's that mind game.
No one's ever, and listen, guys, no one's ever gotten beaten up trying to kiss a man. Okay, don't even worry about it. DMX has said otherwise, but you know,
Look what happened.
Well, that was his song. Remember?
Kissing another man? I don't remember that jam.
Yeah. What does he say? Like
Oh, you're talking about
Kool-Aid on your lips. What is it? Where the hood at? Where the hood at?
Yeah, because he's talking about how he's calling them all bitches.
That's what he's. Yeah, it's a song. The whole song's about like he's not gonna like squash the beef or like be friends with like prison B words. That's the whole thing. Is like, how I gonna go around kissing a man? Got your Kool-Aid on your lips. Blah blah blah. He's like, you squash the beef. I ain't shaking your hand.
Yeah.
So it's funny to see like, and then he passed away tragically, and I love the guy. And
yeah, me too. DMX. Yeah, I'll tell you, the minute that I found out he died, like, and this is probably everybody in the world, you bet you can only imagine his record sales probably skyrocketed.
Oh,
They're like, oh shit, X gotta give it to you because he's not giving it to you.
Well, everyone, and then like instantly on Instagram, everyone's like posting pictures of themselves, playing like Rough Riders or X gonna give it to you in the background. When first off, Where the Hood At is his best song by far.
That is a good song. I won't lie to you. I just listened to that not too long ago.
Yeah, it's a great song, and
it is a good song.
The amount of like inappropriate middle school boners I got while listening to that song at school dances, they would play. Like, I went to shout out to Lansing High School, go Bobcats. I was in a graduating class of like just over 100 kids, like literally all but maybe 2 of them were white. So just like a bunch of white kids grinding in this gym, listening to like To the Windows, To the Walls, or Where the Hood At.
Yeah, Shake It Like a Salt Shaker.
Just trying your best not to pop a boner on this poor woman who was just like sad enough to like agree to like dance
with you.
Yeah. And in 2004 to 2005, like dancing in middle schools is just like, it's just fucking bump and grind. I guess I'm talking more high school. Middle school was literally just like,
I was gonna say
boys on one side, girls on one side.
What grade were you in 2005?
I graduated 2008, so 2005 I was whatever, like freshman, sophomore.
Yeah, okay. So that I was gonna say in 2005 I was graduating. So
wait, what happened in 2000? When did that song? Did that come out in 2005?
Salt Shake. I feel like that was like 2003, 2004.
But that right now. It was 2003, so it would have been middle school.
2003, yeah. How crazy is that?
Listen, I had girls were all over me back then in middle school. Middle school, high school, Wes was the coolest cat.
The cool. You were just this was Tinder before Tinder.
Yeah, I mean, it was the ultimate. Like that was like your only opportunity to have like any kind of interaction with a woman, because they literally had to be in the same room with you.
Yeah, they were forced
that in any other way.
But well, as once Sean Connery used to say, gotta keep it strong.
Well, that was the implication. If they wouldn't dance with me, then I was going to smack them. And that's probably why I got so many dances that I did. I was raising one hand, just hovering over their face with a stern look.
Dance?
Would you dance with me? I'd raise my hand like, would you? Do you want to dance with me?
Do you want to dance with me?
And I'd fake them out and be like, huh? Do you want to dance with me?
Do you want to dance?
Tango with the West Dog.
Dude.
Ow, ow. Ow. They'd be like, please leave me alone.
How many people do you think barked the night that they found out DMX died? I bet you I heard that the bark, like, oh, and then
I'm sure every comedian was doing their best DMX impression.
No, I know, but it was crazy. And what happened? Like all that went down. Start listening to that music, and it hit that nerve. And then all of a sudden, I was like, "Fuck it, let's see what Ludacris is doing. What's that guy doing?
What is he
Start
doing?
listening to, I don't know, probably making another Fast and Furious movie.
Theory of mathematics, like Terrence Howard did.
Oh, dude. I
came up with the Ludacris method of mathematics. Everything adds up to 7 in my method.
Everything.
Like, how do you prove that? I don't know that.
7.
That's 7.
Yeah, that's secret. You don't know this. No, I don't know what Ludacris is, but I'll tell you, Move Bitch, Get Out of the Way. Solid song.
So the song of the summer. It's the
defining
song of our generation. Nobody can blame us for being sexist. If you look at like the music that we listen to, it was literally all about like being mean to gay people, slapping women, disrespecting women.
Which is crazy. Like now, and we're not going into the politics side, but it's just
Yes.
it's a different
We are.
time, right? But
Guys, this
look
is a
at when
libertarian podcast. We believe only in we are a anarcho-capitalist podcast. We believe in the complete dissolving of the government. All taxes are rape. That is our podcast slogan. And I mean, this is a hill I'm willing to die on. I got my AR-15 and my Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato
I
Head.
will go down with this ship. Now I'm being conservative, not libertarian.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, just look at though, like how it's just the difference of like generations. Like I bet you like my parents were saying the same stuff about like my generation.
That would be funny
Be like,
if like Rush, like you went into the like you dove back man like what a Rush song was, and it was all just about like smacking women and like being mean to women. I guess some of the songs were, well, some of them were like, there were a number of songs that were straight up just about like screwing around with like underage girls.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Here, let me Google old rock songs about pedophilia.
Oh, you are gonna go down the wrong rabbit hole.
We can't listen to any music on this podcast because we got claimed by we got claimed
Salute your
hard by
shorts.
yeah, that was like a video. That was like
Son of
a
a
video
bitch.
copyright claim where it was like, I mean, because they do the music ones, and the music claims are like, well, you can still put this video up, but we're gonna put ads on it, and then all the ads are gonna go to the artist that was like in 15 seconds of your hour and a half long video. But
Which is fucking
but we
crazy.
got hit with a different one because whatever. Anyone who watched our last episode, you'll notice that CJ references "Salute Your Shorts." I'm like, oh, that's a great idea, and then it immediately cuts us watching something else because us watching the trailer for "Salute Your Shorts" triggered some sort of like video copyright.
It's fucking crazy.
And it was different from the music one because YouTube was like, no, you can't post this video until you remove that, and so they give you an option to like scrub that part of the video from. I'm like, why do you care? Like, what is going to happen?
What happened to freedom of goddamn speech around here?
But it's even like I could understand like if you watch like an entire episode of Salute Your
Oh,
Shorts,
yeah.
and they were like, well, no, because then that's going to discourage people from watching an episode of Salute Your
Watch it.
Shorts because they can just watch it
Who's
with you.
wa-
Which,
But
by the way,
who's watching?
we would enhance the experience of watching Salute Your Shorts. Salute Your Shorts is objectively better if you watch it with CJ and myself.
100%.
But we didn't even watch that. We watched the trailer. We watched a commercial for Salute Your
the,
Shorts.
yeah, the intro.
Like, what's going to
The
happen? Someone's going to be like,
introduction.
well, you know, I was thinking about purchasing the full Blu-ray set series for Salute Your Shorts. Hi,
They
I'm a
didn't have it on
35-year-old man. I was
Blu-ray.
going to buy the entire series of Salute Your Shorts because I'm sad and I'm stalling time before I kill myself. But, you know, I was going to do that until I saw Wes and CJ react to the trailer for 15 seconds. And now I feel like I got my fill, so I'm not gonna buy that. Like, how fucking stupid are these copyright things?
Some of the I don't know, just to me it's crazy talk. Like I understand trying to make your money. I get that. I understand that. But to me, like how I look at it is like if we put in and we watch that stuff, like I'm certain, and people can agree or disagree, I'm certain that if we had a viewing party of like just let's say any random TV show and we put our fucking spin on it, like people would watch that just because that's entertainment. And that's it. It's not like we're recreating the Salute Your Shorts set in the basement.
Yeah.
Let me put some fucking bug shit on my face and talk about being at a camp for the summer. Nickelodeon ruined.
We should do that though. I mean, that would be a fun show idea is to do like a watching party for like old 90s shows.
Could you imagine?
Hey guys, one of our
Creek.
Excuse me, one of our 3 fans that watch our shows, could you let us know if that's something you'd be interested in doing?
I don't know.
We just like stream it to Discord and do like a viewing party or something. That might be fun.
We could set up just a date. That would be fun. And then that's
well, don't call all right. First off, don't call it a date. It's a
I'm
group
assuming.
Of men. And listen, there is a according to YouTube analytics, there is a 0.1666 repeating chance that a single woman will be there. And so I'm not going to roll that out. Even though I think I pissed off. I think I may have fucked over our only female fan of the show. So I don't.
Yeah, probably.
I think
you're talking about
I think that
slapping people.
Yeah, I think that 0.16 may have
gone.
May have saw her way out. But you know what, guys? Listen, this is we're equal opportunities, equal outcome podcast, and we respect them. So the Beatles are pedophiles. You know what I mean? All right, proven.
Ah, okay. There it is. So now the Beatles are going to get a nice chunk of this show. We make no money.
That is going to be funny to see that. I mean, it absolutely is going to get copyright strike now.
Oh, 100%.
But, fuck it. It was worth it to bring the Beatles to account. And guys,
100%.
if you still enjoy the sound of Beatles music, then you're aiding, frankly, you're aiding and abetting child paraphernalia. Paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia.
Are you aiding and abetting child paraphernalia?
What kind of bong's that? Yeah, we're definitely getting copyright right there.
Whatever.
This is
Dude.
done.
I mean, you can't have you can't have a good show and not be like ingesting content.
Yeah,
Nobody wants
it's
to look
crazy.
at two white guys just staring at each other, talking about politics. Ironically, okay.
No shit.
We have to be reacting to something. We need some kind of catalyst.
Yeah, right.
All
Well,
right,
let's go. Let's talk about something new that's happened. We can
TJ,
go.
Guys,
Let's go for
anyone that's watching this. For our 3 fans, this is a completely impromptu show.
Yeah, there's no script.
We didn't plan this. I don't have anything prepared, and we're just
free balling.
So it's just this is a friendship simulator. So you can just envision that you're in the room with us, participate in this conversation.
Could you imagine?
Just be careful, because I'm a real social landmine. There's a lot of things you can say that could upset me. So just mind your P's and Q's.
Yeah, right. Or he'll slap you if you're a woman.
Or I'll slap the fuck out. I mean, that's how woke I am. I'll slap the fuck out of a woman, dude. I'm woke as fuck, dude. I'm a woke libertarian. I'm an anarcho-capitalist libertarian. We actually believe in slapping the fuck out of women.
That's my whole religion. No, I think we should talk about. I said it earlier. Talk about Mortal Kombat. Did you watch that, man?
No, fuck. And I wish I did. I was literally going to do it like the last 2 days, and I can't get my HBO Max shit to work on my Roku thing.
That's what. So that was last night. Like when I couldn't, because we were trying to do this last night, or at least do a couple tests to get the ball rolling. And I was like, "Fuck that! I can't do anything." So I'm gonna watch that movie. Yo,
well, maybe we should put this conversation off until I see the movie. I don't want to put a hamper on this conversation, because what am I gonna be able to say about it? I haven't seen the movie.
Okay.
Did
you see the original movie?
Oh yeah, I saw the original movie.
Talk about that shit.
That's great.
Awesome. So then in the next podcast,
what's his name? Does Highlander show up in the new one? What is it? Timothy? Oh, what the fuck is his name? Speaking of Sean Connery, this is the ultimate crossover right now.
Because you're talking about Highlander.
Yeah, Christopher Lambert.
Christopher Lambert. Yep. Yeah. Yep, Christopher Lambert. Which he doesn't show up in this. No, there's I'm not going to spoil it, but there are a lot of, there are characters that I was like, whoa, I would 100% have never thought that they were going to show those characters. And then of course the couple characters you want them to show aren't in it. Reptile. So you're like, what the fuck?
Is Reptile in it? That's all I want to know.
Reptile is it in it?
All right, don't tell me anymore.
It's not traditional. I won't tell you more.
Reptile's my boy.
But, it's cool. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a great movie. So we won't talk about that then.
All right, I'll watch it soon, and then next time we hang out, we can talk about it.
Yeah,
and I'll go back. I'll watch the original one too. I haven't seen that one in a while. I'm gonna go back and watch the original.
The original is that's the movie that I watch all the time. That's what I call my sleeping movie. I'll put that stuff on. I swear to God, I've seen it so many goddamn times. I get to a certain spot and I'll just be like one of those old guys that watches a World War II movie back in the day, and they're like, I remember being in there. I'm not saying I was in Mortal Kombat. Wasn't in flashbacks.
I remember the Galactic Tournament. I was there. I remember Shiva with the 4 hands and the rocking tits.
Tits.
Just the hugest tits. Was she even in that movie? I can't even remember.
She was in the second one, and you're like, what the fuck?
Whatever happened to her? Was she even in the last 2 Mortal Kombat games?
She was. Yeah, she was in the newest one.
Did you get Mortal Kombat 11? Because when they announced the movie, I was like, oh, dude, fuck yeah. Because I had 10 on the PS4, which
10 was fun. No, I have 11. Yeah.
And they had the Predator on that one, which I fucking love. I love playing as the Predator.
I like playing as Jason. I liked when they do like horror movie crossovers, and Leatherface was in that game, fucking Alien.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, a lot of people.
I think the crossovers were better on 10 than 11. Because what did they do for 11? It was like Arnold Schwarzenegger and like Rambo, which is cool.
No, it is cool.
Not as cool as like Jason and the Predator.
Yeah, it was action. So this one's like action movie related. So they did Spawn, Terminator, RoboCop.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool, don't get me wrong, but like I'm like so there's YouTube videos. I just found this out today. There are YouTube videos out there that show that the Terminator is literally the same character as Jason Voorhees from 10. Same move set and everything. All they did was fucking move him from 10 to 11. Watch the videos when they show like him, like the kicks and stuff. They did a variant just a little. So
how does that work with Jason having a fucking
machete?
Machete, yeah.
They kept like he does like the stomp move, and the fucking stomp move, it is literally frame by frame the same move.
Huh.
And then he does a couple other moves, and you're like, okay, that's cool. Like, fuck.
I wanted to get when I saw that they announced the movie, which by the way, I had literally no idea they were making a Mortal Kombat movie until like the day before it came out.
That's crazy.
So I don't know if I guess I just haven't been seeing ads either, because I didn't even know the Oscars was happening until after it happened. Not that I would watch that. I have no interest in watching
that horse.
But I was thinking, like, I have no idea what's going on because I just don't consume commercials anymore. Because like I watch like
you don't have to.
Like YouTube and I have the YouTube Premium, so I don't see any subscriptions or see any ads for that. And then I watch Netflix, and Netflix doesn't show ads.
And HBO Go, no ads.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't watch ads. Like the only ads I ever hear are ads on like podcasts and stuff. So it's like, yeah, I hear ads about like Ridge Wallet and like Blue Chew and stuff like that, but I don't hear. I had no idea that Mortal Kombat movie was coming out until like the day before it came out.
Dope.
But anyways, I was like, so it came out in so Mortal Kombat 11 came out April 2019. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I should buy Mortal Kombat 11, try to get back into it before seeing the movie.
Oh, did you not play the game at all?
I played 10. I didn't play 11. I didn't never get 11. I've literally been waiting for it to go on sale for like 2 years now. So I went to Steam to get it, and it's fucking full price. It's $59.99. This game came out like 2 years ago, and they're still charging $60 for it.
Why are you going on that when you can get like on the Nintendo Switch? It's $24.99 for the complete edition.
Like, are you serious?
Jesus, serious, dude.
Wait, since when is that a thing? A game's cheaper on the Switch than it is on Steam?
How fucking crazy is that? Yeah.
That's not allowed.
Dude, that's it. Wild. You gotta go to it.
If you have it, I'll
nah. I got it on PS4. You should get it on the PS4. I got it. I would like it on the Switch because portability, and then with the kids, they'd be like, "Yeah, what are you watching or what are you playing?" But like on the PS4,
don't look at Sheba. Don't look at her.
Rocking teddies.
Just covering up the TV.
Dude, I'm telling you though, that game, the story, like that's what I like about Warner Brothers and all that, and Midway being through them. They do Injustice and stuff. The stories that they put in these fighting games, they're close to cinematic. Like you watch them, and I'm just like, this is an insane story. And what's cool is in 11, Shang Tsung is in it, and it's the dude that voiced Shang Tsung from the Mortal Kombat movie from the 90s.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So it's the same dude. Yo, it's dope. And like you're like, oh shit, and he references like the movie and stuff. It's killer. Like that game, you should play it. The fatalities in it are fucking balls to the wall.
So what do you have it on? You have it on PS4?
PS4.
Okay. Maybe I'll get it. Dude, my PS4 is in rough shape. Like they got to figure out the supply chain for the PS5 or something. Or I know like some people. Shout out to Rob. I ran into him in Target, and he somehow he managed to get his hands. He was like, "Yo, Wes, what's going on?" And he picks up. He had a PS5 in his car. I was like, "Dude, how the fuck did you get one of those?" And he put me on to dude, to get a PS5 is so crazy. You have to like follow a Twitter account specifically. It's like a guy that like just tells you like where and when to try to like what website.
Dude, it's like Cabbage Patch Kids back in the day.
Yeah, it's like Beanie Babies, dude.
Dude, fucking ridiculous.
I'm still sitting on 20 Platty the Platypus over here, Patty the Platypus, and I'm waiting for the value to come back.
Gold. Yeah.
I'm writing that shit to my retirement. No, but yeah, you have to follow these fucking Twitter accounts that like they'll tell you like, oh yeah, you got to hit up like, you know what, like bestbuy.com or whatever, like 2 p.m. on a Wednesday, and you have to like put it in the cart and then be like, it's gonna say it's sold out, but like keep clicking, keep refreshing, and then add it to the cart, and then keep refreshing again. It's gonna say it's out of stock. And you have to go back and then like re-add it to the cart. It's like this insane procedure. But if you go through it, you can get a PS5.
Get
Like,
one.
my God, the fucking hoops you have to jump through to get a
Fuck
PS5.
that.
And meanwhile, PS5's like, it's the best-selling console in the history of video games ever. We're killing it, guys.
And then they're fucking everything up. Yo, I'm gonna tell you
So
right
people are
now.
buying it. I mean, it's sold out all the
I
time.
know.
Sony's just like they're like Scrooge McDuck rolling around in their pit of money. But
It's
like
just like the Xbox
I
One
know like
now.
a person who has a PS5.
Yeah, me too, Rob. Shout out to Rob again.
Shout out to Rob.
There you go, Rob. If you, although that would have been funny if you were like, "Yo, you're a fan of drunk ass gaming. Let me buy that right now. Just give it to me, and then we can put in content."
Well, I was gonna ask him. I was like, dude, if you got the hookup, like if you know how to play this game, and Rob, if you're listening to this, I guess I'm making an open offer to you right now. I'll pay you
There it is.
$600 for a PS5 if you can do the legwork and get one for me. But I was like, am I turning him into a scalper if I do that? Is this
Yeah, but
the Dark Knight?
compared out there,
Living
so
long enough
you're
to see
giving
himself
him,
become the villain?
you're giving you're giving him what
So
I
here's the
like to
thing.
call
I mean,
a
listen, guys.
finder's fee.
Now, listen,
That's what it is.
we are a capitalist, anarcho-capitalist podcast. We believe in the free market, and really, I mean, there is like people hate scalpers, but there is like a free market
Yeah.
argument for like these people are for the scalpers, that they're changing the game of what you have to do to get a PS5 because previously the game was whoever gets to you know Walmart earliest that day gets the PlayStation 5, right? But the scalpers go, well, no, we're going to buy it and then we're going to give it to whoever's willing to pay the most money. So in some way you can say like, well, they are giving it to the people who see the most value in it because they're selling it to the people who are willing to pay the most money for it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, that just means like trust fund kids and like YouTubers and shit. So who gives a shit about them?
And that's what do you do at that moment, you know?
But Rob, I'm willing to pay you $700
You
under
just
the
said
table.
600. You're going
Well,
up.
listen, I'm getting as time goes on, I'm getting increasingly more desperate. Dude, I want a fucking PS5.
Jesus.
They remastered Demon's Souls, and that's my
That's your
favorite video
jam.
game. My three favorite video games is Demon's Souls, Metal Gear Solid 4, and The Last of Us.
Cheap. The Last of Us is good. Did you play the second one?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
No, I didn't play it. So I'm gonna go back to not the Last of Us conversation, but this Xbox, PlayStation, because you can't get an Xbox either. So after all the stuff that PlayStation's doing, they finally announce outright, like they go in and they go, all right, guess what? Magic, it's gonna be all right. PS3 and PS Vita, we're gonna keep the shops open and everything. Because they found out
That's
like
right.
the shit I was talking about last week, or when we
I think
did
they
the
were
last
listening to the
podcast.
podcast, guys. I think we changed their
could have
mind.
been. So,
like,
but I
we
guess
don't want to
here's
lose
my.
CJ. He's our biggest customer. You might be their biggest customer. The
I
amount
might
of
be their
games that
dude.
you've bought from them.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. And the thing about it is that drives me up the wall.
It's it's Metal Jesus Rocks and then CJ are the two biggest customers.
I don't even know if Metal Jesus what his game or his favorite game system is, you know. But I will tell you, like, because of all that shit, I'm like, yo, man, you're killing the people that are like me. Like, I have every fucking PlayStation system from 1 all the way up, well, other than 5 to 4, and I have a substantial, as Wes was saying, collection for them. And like, then you go around and then you pretty much just shove your whole fist in my ass and play me like a puppet. Like, come on, like, I get you, I understand. So then it backtracks, right? And they're like, you know what, we can't take. There was so many people out in the internet that were like, fuck Sony, you're just killing all your fan base. And so they're like, oh, we gotta backpedal that one in there, let's just say we're gonna keep the PS3, which thankfully they did, because that's a good idea. I still am, and it hurts me to say this, and I really want to get, because I got the PS4 before the other Xbox One. I am so close to going to buy an Xbox
before
One
PlayStation
first. And there's my only reason behind that, and this will maybe get people going. Why?
Emulation.
You bet your ass.
Or backwards compatibility.
Backwards
or is it emulation?
compatibility. It's
no,
it's
it
a
can't do
form.
emulation. Sorry, no,
it can't do emulation. It's a form of emulation, but backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
You can fucking go on and Going back to Metal Jesus Rocks, I watched a video where he did just the backwards compatible games. He's playing fucking original OG Xbox games in that fucking thing. He's playing SSX. I think he was talking about SSX Tricky. He was playing like maybe it was
Love that game.
Burnout or something. And I was like, yo, that fucking looks so crisp and clean. Like, if PlayStation wanted to give me a boner the rest of my life, PS5, they'll announce in another year that they're going to have a system like the Pro that it will be fully backwards compatible. If they went 1, 2, 3, and 4, dude, I would buy it hands down. They
That'd
would
be
tell me
crazy.
they tell
It'd
me
have
it's
to be so expensive.
$1,000. I'll
Because
tell you, if they said it was $1,000 system, I'd buy it. $1,000, you betcha.
well, maybe they should just get into that market of like, listen, we understand this isn't for everyone, but we made a system that plays every single PlayStation ever. Like like we have to sell it for like $2,000 to make a profit off this, but we know that
Like a
there's
PC
a few
game,
thousands
right?
of you nerds out there that will are gonna love this.
And
But
if
but
it
they
does
don't seem to want to do specialized hardware. Like it's all about like mass appeal or like a
cost,
retro niche. But they don't want to give you everything. They want to give you like a reconstructed PlayStation.
it's because in the argument behind that is that the cost that it would cost Sony to do the backwards compatibility, like you said, there's only a select amount of people that would do that. So all the work that they put in there, it's not for everybody, which I understand. It isn't for everybody. But I will tell you right now, if you polished up my PlayStation 2 games on it, which I'm always looking to get like the best graphic fidelity off of that, dude, I have so many fucking games that it's like I would be worth my time. And it's not even that, it's worth my time to have that so then I could fucking just hook it to the channel. Because I would, dude, I'm playing Ratchet and Clank right now. And it's like those are the games that people you don't see a lot of on the internet, right? On
Yeah.
YouTube. Like, and if it is, it's just somebody in their basement just playing the game. There's no commentary, there's nothing to it. Let's face it. Me and
Is that what you
you,
want to do? A Ratchet and Clank Let's Play?
dude,
I fucking love Ratchet and Clank. So you're actually
I'm
playing it on all the original hardware?
uh-huh. I just bought I bought Ratchet and Clank. So I have the PS3, I have the complete or collector's edition that has Going Commando and Up Your Arsenal and
Mm,
Ratchet and Clank on that redone, so they polished up the graphics.
yeah.
But I just bought the actual physical games, the Ratchet and Clank 1, Up Your Arsenal, Size Matters, and Going Commando on original format because of that. And it's like, dude, I would play that. I would play that and just go right through it.
Yeah.
And just talk. There's so much to talk about, you know?
That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind because I mean for me, yeah, once you hit PlayStation 1, like that's kind of where the retro or that's where the nostalgia stuff starts kicking in for me. So I love PlayStation. I mean, I was talking a little bit on the last episode that I downloaded Duck Station, which is a PS1 emulator for the PC, and I was playing through the Medal of Honor game on that, which was a lot of fun. And then I downloaded Spyro. So I've been playing through that. Yeah, I got to get Ratchet and Clank. But I think
Yeah,
maybe that's a PS2 game. Maybe I'm not
that
right.
is a PS2 game. But Spyro was one. Like those are the games those are the games that people want to play, you know? And
There's a decent. I mean, maybe you need to get yourself looking into emulation. It's rough with like PS1 seems like it's pretty down pat. PS2 seems like it's pretty good. PS3 is, I mean, they're getting there.
they have to. Yeah, there's a
I
lot of
downloaded
work.
one of those too. There's a PS3 emulator called like PPSS33 or something like that. Or no, what's it? RPCS3 or something like that. Anyway, I downloaded
Right.
that and I downloaded Demon Souls because it's like I gotta scratch this Demon Souls itch somehow. And it works. It's like totally playable. I can play it in like 4K, 60 frames per second on my computer.
That's fucking
It
dope,
doesn't look
man.
as nice as the remastered PlayStation 5 version because that's just like rebuilt from the ground up with like all new assets and stuff. But this emulator, yeah, it can and it's like it's not like plug and play. You got to go through the software. You have to watch like YouTube tutorials of people that talk like this, and they tell you the system. You got to go in. You got to tweak the system. Make sure to use Vulkan. Use your Vulkan system engine. That's the best one. So, but if you're willing to like dedicate like the better part
Put
of
the
a Sunday
time
evening
in.
to that, then you too can play Dark Souls in 4K.
Dude, and that's the big thing though, and I like emulation, and I have a lot of shit that emulates it. But to me, it's like I don't want to
Because
put the
you went in
fucking
hard on physical
time.
media.
I love it. Yeah,
So
as you can
you're
tell.
trying to justify that wall of abstinence behind you.
Yo, dude, it's the wall, but here, I'll show you. It goes the wall, it goes down. We go all the way up. We make moves on what's going on. My
Oh, you got a
overblown
TV in
motor.
there? Wait, what is
The
that? Oh no,
fuck,
that's a sign.
there's you. Yeah, that's a sign. It's a Mortal Kombat arcade sign. Like, and
Oh,
then we just take
you
a
got a
look.
CRT TV in there.
Fuck yeah, this is where we go to play those games, man. But let me just get it
I mean,
back to
it's the perfect, almost a cliche like backdrop for a gaming
dude.
video
I
game person.
know,
But you got it.
I
I
know.
mean, listen, you put the time in. You got the collection. You might as well flaunt it.
Dude, and that's what I'm doing now is I'm just like now I'm fixing shit. Like I have jewel cases from the Sega Saturn that were just fucking busted from when I moved and they just teenage CJ was like, "Oh fuck," or even young CJ was like, "Oh fuck, I'm not going to take care of this." And now I'm like sitting back and I'm like, "CJ, you fucking fool. You have done it." So like I have to redo everything. I've been buying jewel cases, so like I got Parasite Eve here. Like that's all.
Oh, I
Like,
was thinking about getting that for the emulator.
dude, oh, Parasite Eve, that is literally my favorite RPG of all times. I fucking love that game.
What else are good PS1 games? 'Cause I need to think about some stuff to play.
Dude, I'm playing. Ah,
I got Medal
man,
of Honor,
please.
Spyro. What else
that
was
was
I
good.
looking at? Crash
Crash
Bandicoot.
Bandicoot's
Yeah, I was
fun.
playing
The
through that.
racing, I like the racing game from Crash Bandicoot because it
Oh
was
yeah, I need to get
them
that one.
trying to compete with Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart, but which it doesn't really compete. But I hear that game's pretty fun. I never got to play it as a kid though.
Dude, I have here. This is kind of like a Metal Jesus thing, which it's not, but it kind of is. I have
And I'm
games
like
that
the
I
hot
would tell
girl.
you.
CJ's like Metal Jesus. I'm like the girl with the
Yep.
awesome tits.
You got to go with Parasite Eve. So I have like another good RPG. It's hard to see because I got fucking mad reflection in
Does it
here.
say Star
But this
Ocean?
is Star Ocean, the original one.
I've never even heard of that
And
one.
oh, dude, solid game. Then of course your classic Resident
I
Evil.
just played the remaster for Resident Evil. So Capcom was
Dude,
having this
what a
huge.
good game.
So I'll talk about that later. We're doing a segment right now. This segment's PlayStation 1 games, but I played through the remaster for Resident Evil 2. Fucking loved it. Played through Leon's
Dude,
campaign. Haven't played through Claire's campaign yet.
yo, and it's
But
once you beat
I don't. Maybe it changes later on, but the first
it
like half hour
does.
is exactly the same. Just the roles are
It
reversed,
changes.
and I'm like,
Nope.
I'm not playing through the same thing twice.
No, it changes. Don't worry. You
All right,
have to get into it.
I'll get back into it.
And then the last game that I would say is this is a hard game to come by. It's called Xenogears. Yo,
Ooh.
this game like is like $190 right now.
Are you serious?
Yo, yeah. In this condition, yeah, $190. So
Because I can download that for free to
for
my
free.
emulator.
I didn't spend $190 on this.
Yeah, true.
I got this when it first came out, man. Yo, that's the one good thing of when I got older, past the N64 time, that's when like I got smart because I remember my dad came to my dad owned a secondhand shop when I was growing up. And he was like, "All right, CJ, so I just picked up an N64 for you." And he's like, "I got Pilot Wings and Super Mario 64." He's like, because we played it at a Kmart on one of those demo stations. And like, I've never seen my dad get excited for video games. He played them and stuff and he liked them, but he played the N64 and like he was swimming in the Mario thing. He was like, "This is the fucking best graphics I've ever seen in my life."
Wow.
Now you look at it and you're like, yo, no, there's shit out there now that blows your mind.
Yeah.
But at the time, he was like, "So what you want to do?" He's like, "Do you mind if I sell some of your Super Nintendo games?" And at the time, I guess I was like, "Yeah, you got me an N64. It'll help me get more games. Yeah, sell them." I got rid of like Super Mario RPG, like Super Metroid, and then now I'm just sitting back and I'm like, these are all fucking like $60 games still. Like,
Wow.
and I got dirt cheap.
It's like stocks. You buy them and hold them.
Yeah, that's
It's a long-term
some
investment.
some douche coin.
Some douche coin. Yeah, guys, we're going in heavy on douche coin.
Douche coin.
That's
Yeah.
the coin I started. It's just it's a picture of
Oh,
my face. It's called douche coin. It's me going.
douche coin. Would you raising your hand because you go slap somebody?
That's the icon. It's just me going. Yeah, it's just me smacking a woman.
All right, so it goes right back to it. So you said you played the Resident Evil 2 game, right?
Yeah, so Capcom had this huge sale because Resident Evil 8 is coming out. And I was like, I literally haven't. I mean, we did the teaser, like the demo for Resident Evil 7, and you played it in your own time. I never played Resident Evil 7. I never finished it. I never played past the whatever that playable teaser thing was.
Fucking the guest house. You never beat through the guest house.
I never got past the guest house. I think I played VR with you at one point, but same thing. I never got past the guest house. That like initial scene where you sit down with the family at dinner, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family, and then you escape.
Yeah.
Never got past that. So I was like, I'm just gonna download the game and play it because I've been meaning to play this for like years now. Played it, absolutely loved it. I mean, that game. So I don't have a ton of experience playing Resident Evil games, so I wasn't sure what exactly to expect going into it. But it's weird how that game starts off as like playable teaser, kind of like horror, first person horror, and then as it goes on, it like kind of slowly transforms into kind of like the like more insane like action schlock kind of thing that like Resident Evil is known for. But it's weird, like it has like it pretty like the game when you first start out versus like the game when you finish it are almost like two completely different video games. Because the first one is like first person, like horror, like stealth, sneaking around, trying to avoid people, and then by the end you're just like burning down zombies with like flamethrowers and stuff, and like fighting.
In 7.
Yeah. So, but I loved it. I'm sorry, I was in for because I love that kind of like PT, like first person psychological horror kind of stuff, and then like just when I was getting bored of that kind of stuff, like it turns into a fucking crazy action game, and then I was like all about that. But I mean, it doesn't completely abandon that horror element necessarily.
Yeah. Well, that's the big thing about Resident Evil 7 was like a lot of people liked it because it did what Resident Evil 4 did. It revamped the game because Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 were all tank controllers, man. The original 3, I should say. So it was fucking like that's how they built like that kind of eeriness was like doors opening where you didn't know what was behind the fucking door. All you see is the door open. Then Resident Evil 4 comes through and you got a burlap sack head fucking sawing through you and it's pure action.
Yeah.
Then they get to 6 where, a giraffe's blowing somebody or somebody's blowing a giraffe. And
Wait, what?
then
Does that happen in 7?
no, it doesn't. Get your shit up and then we'll get a picture of the cover for Resident Evil 6.
What do you want me to pop up? Oh, for 6?
Yeah, Resident Evil 6.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Well, you said 7. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm going to get to 7. So you go from 6, dude blowing a giraffe to then, to like 7 that goes into first person and they never did that. So now the new Resident Evil Village is out with the same people. Looks fucking fantastic, by the way. And it's all first person.
CJ was talking about. So this
Here, let me get to it.
This picture looks like a man blowing a giraffe. So this is the man and that's the giraffe. And you can kind of figure out what's happening. What what intersectionality is occurring right here. We'll leave to your own imagination. Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing, that giraffe does not look sad.
No, it's got like
actually, I guess I lied because you and I played this game together, didn't we?
Yeah, we played that. Just like it goes right back to
it was before we started a YouTube channel though.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you and I played like 3 or 4 games online together. I think it was like Dead Space 3 and then this.
Then that. Dude, I'll tell you though, like that game was great, and then 7 came through completely different. Like they did the first person thing. It was fantastic. It reminded me like in the guest house where you get Mia, your girlfriend. That shit reminded me of Evil Dead. Like that whole sequence, I was like, God damn! Like that is literally what it was. Playing that in VR, by the way, fuck.
I know. That's the next thing. I got to play that game in VR. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I thought they did a great job. And then at a certain point, you're like, are there like enemies in this game, or did you just like spend the entire game like running away from like
the family?
Yeah, the family, and then you go into the basement and you start running into these like mold creatures.
The mold yeah, those zombies that are in there. Yeah,
and I was like, I remember encountering those in the basement for the first time, and I was like, this is like the perfect blend of like it is action because there's multiple enemies that are coming at you and you're trying to shoot them, but it's like paced and like set up in a like it's also like scary, like it is like horror. I thought
You
that's
have a
that
good
segment when you
spot.
first encounter the mold. I mean, that's like the perfect blend of action and horror, I thought.
Yeah,
And then towards the end, it's like, okay, am I going to shoot anything other than these mold monsters? There wasn't a ton of enemy variety. I kind of wish there was a little bit more because there's basically like two types of enemy. There's the upright mold monsters, and then there's
yep.
the crawling around mold monsters that are a little bit faster.
And then the mother or whatever who has insects coming out of her
Oh my god, dude,
crawdad.
that's the fuck. So that boss fight was fucking awesome when she turns into that spider thing. Holy shit,
And
that
you're
was
like
fucking awesome.
blasting her belly, and she's like crawling up the wall.
I mean,
I
that
was
was
like,
like,
yo,
holy shit, like perfect. Again, like perfect blend of like
dude,
legitimate
great
like
fight.
horror and like a good action fight. That game
I'm
fucking ruled.
I'm telling you, we should just once we can get back into actually being in person, we should play Resident Evil 7 on the VR. Yo, when you get to that stuff, I haven't beaten the game in VR, but I will tell you right now, there's a part where you're walking behind the walls and these millipedes are dropping on your head. Dude, and I swear I'm like trying, I feel like I should be swatting them away. And when you fight her in like that shit, you're like, yo, because she'll come out of fucking nowhere. And what's crazy is if you do like have your headphones on and all that, like you don't know what's actually happening around you in real life. And I'm like, yo, if somebody comes up and fucking touches me, I don't care who it is, I'm gonna break their arm. Like I'm hoping it's nobody. I'm hoping it's actually a home intruder.
Did you
So
play through the entire game in VR?
no,
No,
just the first half. And I was like, yo, because shit gets creepy with it, dude. Creepy. Yo,
I
just
want
think
to do it. I
about
want
it.
to play it.
When she's crawling around and going through like the fucking ducks and you're in that garden house and you can't see anything,
Yeah,
dude, I was
I
like
mean,
tweaking
legitimately
out. I'm like,
terrifying.
what's happening?
Like a strangely good, and
Legitimately
then to like play now that I've played more of the games and see that like so many of Resident Evil's bosses are just like gigantic mold creatures, like some like huge black mold creature with like a glowing orange eye is like
yeah,
more than half of like Resident Evil bosses. I'm beginning to realize that woman spider monster was like such a great
different.
deviation from that. Yeah, fucking amazing.
Well,
I have
that's why
huge high hopes for Resident Evil 8. I can't
the
wait to play that game.
village. Yeah, me too. Another reason you got a PS5.
Or PC.
um, or
That
PC.
that
Yeah,
laptop might not be able to run that thing too poorly. It has a GTX 1050 Ti. I
I think so.
mean, that thing's
Yo,
not. It might be close to as powerful as a PS4, if not a little bit more powerful.
oh, I would love to play it. I like that experience. Did you say did you play Resident Evil 2 the remake?
Yeah. So I beat Resident Evil 7, and then I was like, well, I like all the other games are like $10 to $15 right now, so I'm gonna get that too. So I got the Resident Evil 2 Raccoon Edition, which has Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. I haven't played 3 yet, so I immediately go into 2. I played Leon's campaign. And that, I mean, that also kind of starts off in a similar way where it's like, at first it's like, oh, is this kind of like a more subdued, like, like kind of survival horror kind of thing? Like at first it's just like Leon in the police station and there's like zombies and you're kind of like running around trying to like, whatever, find the knife so you can go to this section, so you can find the key to go to that section, so you can find the thing to
Mhm.
go to that section. And uh, you develop like a really like intimate relationship with this like police station because you're just like zip zapping all over the place. You like see a door you can't get into, or like you see a thing like a gate that you can't open. You kind of make like a mental note of that, and then later on you like pick up something and they're like, oh, I wonder if that will work with this thing, and you go back over. So you spend a lot of time kind of looping around this police station. But I never felt like I didn't really feel like I was looping. I always felt like I was making some sort of like progress.
There was,
But I
and
was like,
then the
but I was
tyrant comes in,
right, and then
and then you're like, what the fuck?
yeah, is that Mr. X? Is that who they mean when they say
Yeah.
Mr. X? Okay, so then Mr. X comes in
Uh-huh.
and just starts fucking stampeding you throughout the like basically the remainder of the
Dude.
game.
Yeah, he
And then
follows
from
you.
there you leave the police station and it's like again there's kind of like a tonal shift where it's like it starts off as like whatever more like modest zombie thing, and then it's like okay, now we're talking about like sewer gators and like sea monsters, and
And
now you're
you're
gonna be
like,
like
what the
fighting
fuck?
all these like mutant creatures, and here's a flamethrower and a shotgun, and here you go.
Here's the G virus, and then yeah, the G virus comes through, and you're like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
Yo, that game, I
I loved
like
it though.
It was such good. I like the fact that you can board up certain windows, and it kind of slows the progression of the zombies coming in there if you
Yeah, I
know
was
which
confused about
windows
that
to
at
board
first,
up.
and like I didn't realize because at first you're like, why would I board up this section of the police? Like, I'm not going to come by here again. It's like, oh no, you're going to come by here a few
No,
times,
you need to
and every
board
time you
it
do,
up.
like
Yep.
there could be another zombie that comes through that thing, and you only have like 3 or 4 bullets on it at any one time, so you're going to want to make sure,
Dude.
like, if you have an opportunity to board that thing up, you're going to want to take it.
You're 100%. Yo, that game, that game's great. I ended up picking up. I bought on the Xbox. There was a sale on the Xbox One, so I got Resident Evil 3, the remade version of that, which people are like, it's like DLC of 2, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess. That game, it's what's fun is like the whole thing is Nemesis is, I don't know if you played it yet,
I haven't
but
played it yet.
Nemesis, all he does is he chases you right at the beginning of the game. So you always have somebody, some fucking giant monster coming for you. What's cool though is if you can, so you can either fight or flight him. So like if you're like, yo, I'm gonna stick and try fucking fighting him and then getting through it, like he'll have like a suitcase or something, and so he'll be kneed and downed for a minute, but you can go up and like you can get a modified weapon after each interaction at the very end that you piece together from all your fighting. Yo, that game's so fun.
Yeah, like the only bad thing I've heard about is that it's very short.
It is short. It's shorter than 2.
I'm looking at pictures
But
of
if you,
Nemesis right now, man. He's not a happy looking guy.
dude, if you played the third one, like you're like, yo, that it's crazy. Like,
Is Nemesis the same guy as Mr. X? Because they look pretty similar.
so basically it depends on what you're trying to look at. If you follow like the games, what Mr. X is, so in Nemesis is a tyrant too. There are versions of what they call the T tyrants. So Mr. X is just a regular tyrant, which all he has is he's just basically a giant fucking beast. Nemesis is like they were trying to push him more with the military application of like, this is what we send into a bunker to just fucking clear him out.
Yikes.
So they're different. They're definitely different. Like the like Nemesis, he also like has these little fucking things that he can shoot out of his hands and stuff. And he uses weapons. Like I don't think I've ever seen the tyrants pick up a weapon. Nemesis has like fucking rocket launchers.
Oh,
And then
true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
rockets at you and stuff, and you're like, God damn.
Wait, so who's Mr. X then?
He's just that they call him a tyrant. That's all he is.
Oh,
He
okay.
is a part that
But it's
so it's
Mr. X
a
and the Tyrant are the
strain.
same. We're talking about the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nemesis is what they call they consider him a different tyrant type. So tyrants are just like these modified fucking super weapons.
What do you think would happen if I typed in Nemesis Rule 34? YouTube would be cool with that.
I don't even know what that is. I don't want to
Rule
know.
34. Oh, Rule 34 of there's a list of internet rules. I'm surprised you don't know this. And Rule 34 of the internet is that if something exists, then there is pornography of it.
Oh, nice. Oh, I bet you. I guarantee there's probably something fucking weird.
There's somebody out there that is into that, and it's totally not me. But how funny would it be if we looked at Nemesis porn? But YouTube would not be cool with that. I don't know what a copyright strike for that of that nature appears like, but I'm not too game to figure out. So we're gonna leave that one to your imagination.
You can
Hopefully
search it up, right?
Yeah, it's true. Actually, Nemesis Rule 34. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Definitely not very happy I didn't show that. I'm gonna go ahead and recommend you guys don't do a Google search for that. I think I might be on an FBI. I think I'm on an SA list at this point. Holy shit, that was incredibly upsetting. I don't think I've ever been so viscerally upset by something that I saw so quickly. Sorry, that was meant to be a funny bit. That just completely fucked my night up. So don't. I really thought Google Safe Search was gonna save me there, and it did not follow through on that rule. Guys, just tell you right now, Google Safe Search filters apparently do not apply to Nemesis Rule 34.
Oh my god.
Holy
I
shit.
don't even want to know. I can't even know.
But guys, if you want to find some more wholesome Nemesis Rule 34 and send it to us, we are establishing a PO box
Yeah, send it to our.
You can mail us stuff. No anthrax. I know we had a problem with that in the past. Some of our more excited fans
Anger.
send us anthrax, and then that was a no-no. But once we get this new PO box set up, we would love for you guys to send us stuff, and we'll open it. We'll do unboxings on the show.
Oh my god, that is such a popular thing. That fucking. That's crazy to me that somebody's like, let me send this YouTube person like this part, like this $200 game for their collection.
Why would you send a YouTuber fucking anything? Like so many of them, like if it's popular enough that people send them shit, it's like they're rich, they're living in fucking LA, they're rich for doing some stupid shit like talking to a microphone. Ooh, it's like, why would you?
The jealousy
that want to do something
getting.
like that. I don't know. Can you see the chip on my shoulder? But it's like, why would you want to send them free shit? It's like people who send like celebrities. Well, I guess YouTubers are celebrities, but I mean, just the idea of like being a poor person and being like, hey, here's this thing I brought you for this celebrity. Don't give YouTubers shit. Don't give us any shit. Except your money. We want cold hard cash.
Yeah, I want.
You can send that to our PO box.
Although if somebody's like, let me send you a bunch of games and stuff, like I'm at the museum level right now. I should just open a museum. That's what I'm gonna do, and just people can donate shit.
I guess I don't know, whatever. I mean, if somebody wanted, well, first off, we're not rich and famous, so if somebody wants to send us a video game to play, I'm not above a handout, guys.
No shit. Yeah, we do not make money at all. We don't even have any of this monetized.
We have spent so much money in this
because
channel.
fucking I know we've spent enough money like with all the setup stuff and all that, and I'm thinking about buying some nice ambient lights soon, like for this. Like I'm all fucking.
You gonna be doing some fucking lights? You gonna be doing some fucking in there?
No, not in here. Too important in here.
You say that once you get those ambient lights set up, you might not have an option. You might not have a say in the matter. Are you gonna set them up in here or in the other room?
In here. Yeah. Get some backdrop lighting. Right now I'm being lit by my like actual room light.
Dude, it's not even summer yet. I'm already like nostalgic for Halloween. I say that as I have all my Halloween lights, but I mean, that's probably why I feel nostalgic for Halloween. I love like holiday themed episodes.
Yeah, me too. I know dude, I don't know. We should do more fucking themed episodes. But we talked about doing.
We should do more episodes. Period. We should do anything at all.
Hey, I know this is off topic, but this is like the most consistent. I think we've ever been. Like
that's true.
This is what is it? Did we shoot? Was it last week we shot or the week before?
I think it was the week before. So two videos in 2 weeks.
2 videos, 2 weeks.
No, 2 videos, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Two. Can you rule 34 that one? 2 videos, 2 weeks.
2 guys, 2 podcasts.
God.
Guys, go ahead and send it. Or if you have any, CJ and West Rule 34 or CJ and West fan fiction, you can send that up to our forthcoming PO box.
All 3 people that are going to listen to this whole fucking podcast.
Our 3 fans, or 1 female fan that I pissed off and doesn't listen to anymore.
Well, or is hoping for an apology.
1.666 repeating % of female fans.
Or is hoping for an apology at the end of this.
Like, I fully condemn the awful things that I said. Listen, this is a satire podcast. All right. The point is that I'm trying to be as politically and culturally androgynous as possible. So you should listen to this podcast and you should be like, I don't know I can't tell what West's political affiliation is. If you have a hint, then I'm not doing my job well. So anyways, I don't know what that has to do with, listen, I respect women. And women respect me. They love me. Women obsess over me.
Oh, is it? China.
Yeah, I was trying to do a Trump impression there, and it was fucking.
I know where you're going, and I appreciate it.
It's huge. My penis is huge, and women love my penis. Wow, I can't do Trump. I feel like I can do every other president, though. This is Barack Obama. I'm going to
That's actually pretty good.
Barack now. Well, hold on a second. Let me get through this impression. I mean, that's not bad. That's better than my Trump
impression. That was pretty good.
Right?
That was that almost, if I close my eyes, I would think that you're semi like Barack Obama.
All right, Hill Dog, I'm gonna give it to you straight. I fucked up. I got on Jeffrey Epstein's airplane and I went to Lolita Island. Hill Dog, I really screwed up this time. That's my Bill Clinton. Also, again, not great. Guys, listen, I'm not an impersonator. Okay, I'm just pulling it out of my ass right now.
And then she's like, "Let's get him hung then."
I know the solution to this problem. We will kill the children.
Oh,
And then George Bush, the terrorist did this to me. The terrorists, they came to this country and they ruined they ruined everything for me. That's my George Bush.
We should just go through, and
I'm waiting for SNL to call me back. They're gonna reach back out.
They're gonna make it.
They're not gonna love my jokes about slapping women, but they're gonna love these political impressions.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Now I gotta learn how to do a Biden
SNL.
one.
Yeah. No, I don't think SNL. I don't really see SNL. They haven't like really given Biden anything like they did with like other presidents. So I just don't watch it that much though.
I don't really watch. I don't watch it. I don't think anyone's watching SNL anymore.
Unfortunately, it's too political. Like I remember back, I loved like 90s, 2000s SNL. Like I'll go up until like 2009, like Bill Hader shit. Once Hader left, I'm like,
Yeah,
I like Keenan. Keenan's good.
I like Keenan, yeah. Oh, but dude, I used to love Keenan and Kel back in the day. I mean, where the fuck was that show when we were talking about 90s shows?
Oh man, that's true too.
I fucking love Keenan and Kel.
Funny story.
I do. Ooh.
I'm gonna go. This full circles it. I have up in the fridge right now orange soda.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yo, that's crazy. I haven't drank orange soda in like probably 10 years.
Oh, dude,
years.
he's like done nothing since Keenan and Kel. But so what is it? That would be Kel, right? Yeah.
Kel Mitchell.
But I saw him in a movie that he was in a long time ago. It's trending on Netflix right now. It's that superhero movie called
Mystery Men.
Yeah, with Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
And the Blue Raja.
Dude, which is Hank Azaria from Simpsons fame. Yeah. Plus Hank Azaria's in the Godzilla movie with Bueller there. What the fuck is his name?
Oh yeah, that's right.
What is Bueller? Cable guy. His name. I can't.
Cable guy.
Yeah. What is not Jim Carrey, but what is Matthew Broderick?
Yeah.
Yep. Dude,
yeah, listen, this isn't a film podcast, guys. We'll talk about movies, but we don't know actors' names. We're anti-elitist.
Ray Liotta. Ray Lolita. Yo, I will tell you though, it goes right back to Cal though. I just watched Good Burger for the first time like a month ago. Movie. Well, not for the first time, but first time in a long time. Yo, dude, solid movie. Like, damn.
Let me pull up the trailer for that.
Are we going to get hit? Because they'll probably cut this shit out too.
Who the fuck knows? All right, guys. If the podcast suddenly cuts to 30 seconds, or 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the future,
trailer. So go online.
If there's an abrupt
and
cut right
trailer.
now, just know that it's because we watched the Good Burger trailer and then we got copyright striked. If there's any weird cuts, either I said something incredibly racist or we watched something that was copyright protected.
100%. Let's go to it though. Dream ahoy.
Hey, Alfalfa. Would you please take my order?
Ooh, sorry. No can do. I'm the drive-thru guy. You need the counter guy. Hey, where's Ed?
Yeah. Morning, girls. Sorry.
It's like no sound effects. This trailer has no sound effects in it.
Oh.
Welcome to Good Burger.
I worked with a guy that was sick like that. My favorite part though, George Clinton's this is gonna get us copyright because of goddamn George Clinton.
Singing over it. This is fair use because I'm modifying the content.
Oh, look at Sinbad. What's he doing with his time?
Sinbad.
Dude, this is the classic.
Fucking great movie. Oh, it's what the fuck is
Abe Pagoda.
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Oh, actually, that was Dan Schneider. That was a pedophile. Speaking of pedophiles.
Who?
That? Hold on.
Sure. That guy?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No, he wasn't. Get out of here. Oh man, we're going down the rabbit hole. Here it comes. Let's roll. Why was he was a pedophile? What?
Hold on. Sorry, my screen does a weird thing. Hold on, I'm not
He was dating his daughter.
So all I did was Google Dan Schneider kids, and because he's like a director, like a producer. He's a big time producer. Dan Schneider's a big time producer for a lot of these Nickelodeon shows. He's probably was the guy that greenlit Good Burger and Keenan and Kel.
Probably,
and
yeah.
all that. Remember all that?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So, anyways, there's just been some weird. So, I guess the pictures don't really do it justice because it's just like pictures of him hanging out with some of the girls that have been on his TV shows. But it's like there is sniffing a chick. I mean, again, not conclusive. These are just simply allegations. But this is the anti-pedo podcast, so we got to look into this.
Predatory Nickelodeon producer. Jesus.
But there've been some weird
Shut
stories.
The fuck. Look at the one with the one chick up not next to the blue 3 over. Yeah.
That one?
For real? Yo, dude.
Yeah, that's weird. That's not a great picture.
Dude, that is a very, what's that word I'm looking for? Fucking creepy picture. Yeah. Can you imagine, like, that would be like if, like, my daughter became like a celeb, like a Nickelodeon celebrity as being young. Like, oh, the slap. It goes back to slapping people. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, and I guess there's been some like weird stuff with like some oddly sexual stuff being
like
these
a
kids.
sentence and thought to yourself, wow, like I bet nobody else on earth has ever said those exact words that I just said. That happens to me a lot. So now, just for fun, I'm gonna say 3 sentences that I bet not one person has ever said before in the history of mankind. Sentence number 1. Oh man, my uvula got stuck between that hamster's toes. See?
Like what a weird.
Could never happen because you're.
One of the things is that he has a foot fetish, so he incorporates like weird foot stuff into the TV shows that he produces.
Shut
so that was weird
for
at first.
real.
Say like I'm just gonna say some random stuff. I hope my uterus doesn't get my uvula doesn't get caught up in a whatever hamster toe or something. Which is a weird thing to say on a kids show.
Uvula is that swingy thing in the back of your throat right here.
I mean,
Excuse me, what the fuck?
You're gonna make your kids gag on screen. Like, honey, just go ahead and make yourself gag for us real quick. No, this isn't sexual.
So there's no way you could get it stuck between a hamster's toes. Sentence number 3.
Right back to YouTube.
I'm soaking wet! Quick, somebody bring me the ocean! No one would ever say that. Why? Because if you were soaking wet and you were upset about it, the last thing you'd want is for somebody to bring you the ocean. Because the ocean is even more wet than even the wettest person in the world. Have you ever tried to get your whole big toe in your mouth? Check this out.
Shut the fuck up. For real, dude? Yo, this guy needs to be hung. Like, that's ridiculous.
And there's just like these weird rumors, like he'd bring in these girls to like audition for TV shows, and part of the audition was to like take their shoes off and be like barefoot and like run around the studio barefoot. And they're like, "What does this have to do with the show?" And he's like, "Don't worry about it. Just do what I say."
Shut the fuck up.
So, anyways,
was he a friend of Harvey Weinstein?
I don't know.
Yikes. Dude. I'm telling you right now, Hollywood is so fucked up. It is goddamn crazy.
I mean, he basically is the Harvey Weinstein of Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. Like, how's that work, right? Like, at the end of the day, how does that work? That's bananas.
And he was in that Good Burger, but he would have been, you'd see him in a lot of things. I think he was actually a child actor too. He was like he was in some show like a long time ago. Hold on, let me figure out what.
Oh, that's fucking crazy talk. No, I didn't know that. I learned something new every podcast.
Yeah, he got to start as like he played some like fat kid in this like school TV show a long time ago, and then
not Ned DeClass. No, it couldn't have been because Good Burger was.
Yeah, this would
Good Burger was fucking 90s. So
Making
a fat
the
kid.
Grade. Maybe that was it.
What was it?
All that Good Burger. No, hold on. Head of the Class. That was it.
Head of the Class.
Which is not a show that I'm familiar with, but
it's like an 80s show, right?
Yeah, hold on. I'm pulling up some stuff on it. Guys, we're going in deep in this conspiracy.
This fucking. Just don't type in Rule 34. That's all you do.
Guys, if you have any Rule 34 Dan Schneider that you want to send us.
God damn.
Yeah, so that's how he got his starting. His come-ups was being an actor. And then he became a TV producer and has just been like weird. I heard this rumor that he has like a pool of a foot at his house.
Shut up. Type that in. Find that out.
Yeah, like he's got a swimming pool that's in the shape of a foot.
Fuck yeah. No.
Hold
Go
on. I don't
to
know.
it.
That might just be a foot-shaped pool. I don't know if that's Dan Schneider's foot-shaped
Okay.
pool. But also, like, what the hell's going on here? That's. I mean, there's two weird things. One, he's fully clothed in a in a hot tub with a girl. But he's like, maybe he thinks like, that like that's actually a legal loophole. you can be in a hot tub with a 13-year-old so long as you're fully clothed.
That's fucked up.
So long as you're in head to toe Lacoste gear.
Yo, if that's his house, that's fucking crazy.
I don't know. I don't know if that's his. I don't want to stink on this guy's name. I'll
Oh
accuse him of being a
yeah,
pedophile, but I won't accuse him of having a foot-shaped pool without proper
without
due
having the
diligence.
real facts behind it. Fuck it. If the foot-shaped pool is the worst thing that we're showing right now,
Yeah, and then look at all these foot scenes that show up in these kids shows.
that's fucking crazy.
Like, why do you put so much like foot shit? Like, these are all shows that he works on. And fucking Ariana Grande choking on her toe. I mean, it's so weird.
That is super fucking weird.
So listen, I mean, the internet sleuths are on the case. I'm sure something will come of this.
Dude, that should be just our podcast. They're finding fucking people like this and breaking their kneecaps.
Just committing crimes, just vigilante justice.
Dude. Cutting his feet off.
All right, we hit an hour. I'm happy
Yeah,
to call
we're
this
good.
podcast on.
Yikes. We're ending on a real good note right there.
I don't know if the theme of this, I tried to go in and put chapters. Oh, I did. I went through it. I put chapters in the last podcast, but man, we were like all over the fucking place. It's hard to like put like this in this section we talk about this, and this section we talk about this. Because with YouTube you can like put chapters so people can like skip
I saw
ahead
that.
and see what the topic
I
is.
think I
put them
thought
in and
we
like
were
I came
pretty
back
good.
like 25 minutes later and it was gone. So it'll be interesting to go back through this episode and see like, oh fuck, what the hell did we talk about? We opened up with woman abuse. Again, just for clarity, we do not support abusing women. We don't think that it's funny.
No.
And if you laughed at it, then that's
on you.
That's on you.
That's
That's
you.
a monologue you have to have with yourself. But we're just
That's on you.
That's on you. Hey, buddy, that's on you.
That's on you.
All right. So what do people usually say at the end of a podcast? Like and subscribe. Send us free shit. Donate to our Patreon.
I got it. I got the end of this right. So this is our podcast. You know, if you want to do us a big favor, let's hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, maybe hit that notification button. That's going to notify you every fucking 10 months that we do a video, that we made a new video. You can watch that. Maybe just send us some shit. That's what I'm looking for. Some good old fashioned shit in a box.
Yeah.
So then we can talk about it, and that's going to make our podcast go. If you know anything about Dan, whatever his face is, pool, send us some of that stuff. Find out if he really does like foot of little teenagers.
If you see Dan Schneider on the street, offer to show him your foot and just see how he reacts to that. Does he gulp? Does he go? Because I mean, that's basically confirmation right there. That's admissible in court. If you offer him a foot job and he gulps, you can submit that in court, guys. That's court admissible evidence. So let us know.
So just get that court footage, man. Send us money, hit our Patreon, hit whatever.
And if you're a part of our 1.6 repeating percentage of fans that are women, you can find me on Tinder, just relentlessly seeking any kind of companionship whatsoever. And if you want to be that one special girl who matches back and actually replies to my first message, then you know exactly where to find me, sweetheart.
And if your name is Shiva, Jeff Rockin'.
If your name is Shiva, then I'm already obsessed with you.
Done. That's it. Mortal Kombat.
If you have 4 hands, let me tell you, you only need 1, but having 3 more isn't going to hurt anything.
No.
I wish I could say I was packing something that needed 4 hands. You'll get the job done with 1.
Wes doesn't like feet. He loves 4-handed women.
Yeah, we're not going to need 4 hands. To be frank with you, we don't need 4 fingers. But listen, none of this is going to hurt.
It's all gravy.
All right.
Awesome. Cool.
I guess that's it. All right, I'm hitting stop record, guys. We'll see you in the next episode or whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, whatever.